Token name. It says Jade.
Token name.
You just
I
like
just,
me.
I just changed it.
So dumb. Type again. Let's double check this.
There we
Alright, thank
go.
God. God, this fucking shit. I don't know what happened. It does that. Transition.
Except I
Anybody
spelled
want?
Nyla's name wrong.
I spelled Niall's name wrong.
No, I spelled Nyla's name wrong.
Oh. I was like, I hope I did it. I went off your notes. Anybody want to do a recap?
Sorry, my brain is. Brain.
I'm kind of half eating, so I don't want to.
Your
Talk.
brain is braining. Okay. So the recap. Upon landing in Ilthar, the group was informed of a cart that was rented for them, and that their ride was to begin in 2 stages. First, they had to arrive at the small town of Yarasor, and then they will be taken to the actual Duke's city of Olberg. On the road to Yarasar, however, they encountered a group of knights who questioned them on their happenings and where they're going, and warned them of strange occurrences in the woods around nightfall, and to probably stay off the woods, or stay off the roads, if they could. Scoria recognized one of the knights that was in that party alongside their driver, revealing to the group, obviously, who it was after they were more secluded and in a safer area. Taking the night to rest, the party, you guys prepared for another day of travel. On that, you guys were surprised by a funeral procession that was traveling from Olberg to places unknown, as you guys didn't really question anything. But during the procession, 2 of you were supplied with mysterious cards, receiving omens of what can happen in the future. Arriving at the Duke's territory of Olberg not long after, the party split. Some of you guys were searching for proper dressings for meeting a man of the Duke's stature, his position obviously being very important, and you guys being emissaries. One of you decided to go scout where you guys were headed, kind of look if there's any weaknesses in defenses or walls. And another, the last one of you, kind of was looking for items that were going to be up to your own devices to what you would do with them. And if, trying to calm yourself down before the coming storm, that is now today. And as you guys awaken, do you guys want to do anything before you guys get your day started? Yes, mage armor is very good.
I don't think we're going to be able to bring everything, all of our in with us, because that would be suspicious. We need to do a quick Google thing.
Yeah, if all you guys are not really wanting to do anything, you guys can meet up at the downstairs of the inn that you guys are staying at.
So when I get bigger, any equipment I have on me kind of increases in size as well, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Anything that you have on your person will magically increase with you. I think that's the properties of the spell itself. That is just so that way it doesn't. You don't Hulk out and destroy your equipment.
Yeah, I will say. I'm just looking at something, just in case this goes tits up. According to Xanathar set, your knowledge of masonry allows you to spot weak points in brick walls, and I deal double damage to such structures with weapon attacks.
Yeah.
Just in case this goes tits up, just getting that out there now.
destroy a wall.
As a side note, like, Scoria thinking about this, in his pack, he is going to, stow one of his chisels from his set of mason tools.
He's gonna stow it.
He's gonna have it, like, in one of his, like, in a pouch, just so, like, he has it on him, but he's not bringing the whole pack of tools with him, because that would be weird.
Got it.
Bring a pack of masonry tools into a meeting with this fucking
With this,
Ed.
what is it?
Baron?
What's the word for it? Aristocrat?
Yeah, he's just like, he's not a people person, but he still is like, be suspicious. He's like, it's already gonna be like, cause he's already sort of gonna be playing up the bodyguard look by coming in with, like, you know, armored up. Fucking bringing in masonry tools would be weird. He's a dwarf, but, you know, half dwarf.
Yeah.
He'll kind of keep that. He'll sort of slide that into a pouch and then head downstairs before he leaves.
Gotcha. Are anybody else joining him downstairs, or are you guys taking a minute to just get ready?
Going downstairs.
Nyla, Jade.
Jade's gonna gather the stuff around her room, but pretty much just gather what she can carry, kind of like Scoria, keep it kind of low key. But she's just gonna come downstairs, dressed in the dress that Nyla left her.
Same.
All you guys dressed to the nines in your gowns.
Fancy attire. Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
I got my cloak.
And as you guys all make your way downstairs into the, what is essentially the foyer of the inn, there is actually a soldier standing there by herself. She is chatting with what it looks like one of the innkeepers. And as you guys make your way down, you can see that the innkeeper actually points towards you guys, and the guard actually straightens up. She is dressed...
Was it?
Go ahead.
Was it the same woman we saw scurry away yesterday, or someone else?
I would say yes. It was actually be the same person.
Noted.
Looking at her though, she is very. Where did I put this picture? Oh no. Wait.
I have a picture. She might be important.
Is it that one? Nope, not that one. I did not label these. I should have labeled these. Nope. I clicked the same picture like 3 times. Oh my god, why can't I find her picture? But you essentially what you guys all see is, actually, found it. It's in the group chat. Very well-dressed woman in blacks and reds. Obvious shoulder pauldrons. She does not wear a helmet, but does have a long sword at her side. Fairly tan, fair skin. Black eyes, black hair. Would look very common anywhere in the world. But she is standing at attention as you all kind of come down.
Now, like, does colors wise, she looks like she's wearing like the Baron's colors specifically, or like just normal Ilthar colors?
This would look like it's more Iltharian, not Iltharian, the Duke's colors itself.
Duke, sorry, Duke, yeah, that's not what title it was, my bad.
The red is more common in Ilthar itself, but the black and the gold is not actually that common. Demoting.
Dude, I don't know what fucking all the medieval fucking titles are.
I searched this up. I know how high a Duke is. But as you all make your way downstairs, the guard actually approaches all of you. I take it you all are the group from Nalmora?
Indeed. guess I would respond first. Probably. It sounds like I'm the first one downstairs.
No, I'm assuming we all gather as we're going downstairs.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, she would have waited until all of you guys kind of congregated and just tried to make
Mhm.
sure like, she has all of you.
hmm
I am Captain Arisa. I will be escorting you to the Duke's estate. I have a carriage prepared outside for you. If you would like to ride. She kind of bows and starts making her way outside. One thing you guys notice is that she actually is pretty tall. She's standing about 6'5" for Scoria. Women in Ilfar are not petite, but human women specifically are kind of on the shorter side. So her being this tall is kind of an abnormality.
I'm not gonna bring up that, but good to know.
But
Not good. Tell her
she,
she's a giant.
she's a mammoth of a woman. But she makes her way to the...
Up 4'11", everyone's fucking tall to me, pretty much.
As she makes her way to the carriage, though, she does pop open the gate and has her hand extended for anyone that needs assistance getting up. You guys all hop in.
Yep.
Yeah, as I approach, I kind of like do the, kind of royally treatment type stuff. Put my hand out and kind of have her help me out, even though I can do it. But being extra.
She actually, for everyone that takes her hand, she does like a very polite bow. Try not to make eye contact with you. Jade, you know this as a sign of someone who knows that they're in a lesser position than you, acknowledging that they're in a lower position than you. As she helps you in.
Is Igni as the size of a child, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Nyla's gonna help Ignia into the carriage. And then she'll get in the carriage. But when the person goes to do that little bow, she's gonna be like, "You don't need to bow for me. That's okay." And then she'll just get in.
She actually looks at you a little stunned, kind of not trying to make it look like what you said to her was rude, but it was more of like,
Oh, no one said that to her before.
yeah, it's one of those shell shock. I've been trained to kneel my entire life. What the hell? Okay. Who would be the last one in?
Ascoria was gonna take up the rear.
Okay.
He was actually, before he got in, he was gonna give her a traditional the traditional military salute.
And she doesn't actually salute back to you. She bows deeply, kind of trying to avoid unnecessary, how would I put this, culture differences.
Fair enough.
Just from her body language, she looks extremely tense. But she does look up at you after bowing and just asks, "Is this the whole of your party, or is there any more still coming down?"
I mean, everyone's down. Yeah.
Well, that is everyone.
Yeah.
She nods in just approval as she kind of closes the door behind you.
Yep.
Yeah. This carriage ride actually isn't that long. As Valorian, it was like a 30-minute walk for you from the inn to the actual Duke's estate. This is about like a 10-15-minute ride at this point. And as you guys just kind of sit in there, people that are up and awake at this time are just kind of astonished that they're seeing the Duke's carriage just drive around.
You would think they've seen his carriage before. These people are strange.
Something tells me he doesn't leave his fortress very often. You'll say, is the carriage somewhat open, or is it completely enclosed? Is there any windows on it, or
There's windows. That's how you guys are able to see. There's no glass glass or anything that's in those windows. There's only like cloth coverings. Like, oh my god, I'm feeling dumb. I forgot the name of it. But you know what I mean. But yeah, there's cloth coverings, but the carriage isn't that big compared to other ones that you guys have seen in Naumora and in some of your guys' actual native homes. So everybody looking at this kind of feels a little bit stranger than just maybe the Duke isn't out as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
I will have Guma Gear just fly around outside of the carriage. I will tell him to just. I'm gonna keep a. I'm gonna tell him telepathically just to alert us if it senses any danger.
Gotcha.
On the passage towards our destination, Nyla's going to look at the party and then look at Jade, and she's going to say in Elvish, "You understand me, right?" And she's gonna look and see if anybody in the party is looking to see if they understand her.
Do I know Elvish? I'm pretty sure I do.
So Jade, at this point, she's looking at the window, kind of like playing with the blinds, but you can see that her ears are perking up. When you say that, her ears are like twitching. But she's clearly trying to ignore you.
Yes, Valerian would probably turn his head.
Okay, Ignia and Scoria.
She would not.
Scoria would. The only, especially after hearing the largest one, he'd be like, sort of like cross his arm, like in an X, like shake his head.
Well, I guess Valorian's gonna be the only one who understands besides Jade.
That's because Lorraine can tell us
Secret time.
anything important.
Well, spring season doesn't have message, so
Valorian can just passively telepathy, though.
right. But in Elvish, Nyla's going to talk to Jade and tell her that she doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to do. She is basically repeating what she told Jade the previous night. But she's trying to be serious about it, even though like she's twitching and fiddling it with her hands because that's what spring does.
So at this point, Jade's going to turn over and look at Nyla. And you can see now that she has like a lot of gold jewelry on, even though like her dress is black and silver, or mostly silver. Like all of her rings, her jewelry, like her necklace, you can see the detailing of it now. I'm going to give you guys what the necklace looks like in the group chat. So this is what the pendant looks like that she's wearing. Yeah. And then this is the ring that she's wearing. If it'll load.
It'll probably take a sec. Sometimes it takes a sec for him to just load.
Loading.
I was like, Scoria is paying attention to body language despite the fact that he can't understand what she's saying.
Yeah, for some reason it's not loading. I'll have to figure that out and I'll send it later. Anyway, but the ring that she's wearing, I'll just describe it to you guys, I guess, and then I'll send the picture later. It's a emerald that has a acorn on it with a gold crown in the center.
So sort of similar to the crest on the amulet, but like a bit more simplified.
Yes, exactly. So she's like decked to the nines with gold jewelry. She's like, she even has like a headband. You can see she's like kind of flaunting. Like you haven't seen her this dolled up in quite some time. So she's looking at Nyla and she's shaking her head and she says in Elvish, Duty is duty. That's what you have always been told. If I do my duty, then I can help the masses more than be selfish like I've been doing.
Nyla shakes her head. She doesn't agree with it at all. And you can help the masses, but by doing it in your own way. Being trapped into something that makes you miserable is not worth it.
Valorant will randomly speak up. He'll speak, I think, for the first time of the campaign, Elvish, and he'll just respond to the both of you. So why are you trying to please the masses? This is a sudden shift after everything that's been going on.
So to that, Jade is now in complete shock. She shifts her head in complete. Where are you sitting in the carriage?
Probably in the back near the window so I could see my little dragon.
So she did not know you knew Elvish. So she's gonna be like, the hell? What the? And
Yeah,
excuse me. What?
I'm just like, Scory's just following the like. Ever just watch someone like have a conversation in a language you don't speak? Like,
Yeah.
This
I live
is
in
fun.
LA and I don't speak Spanish. That's me every day.
Nyla was trying to like talk to her and like try to convince her without the aid of the party, because she feels like she's a big strong girl who knows words, but she's really dumb.
Yeah, if there's one thing my character has, it's called wisdom.
Oh my, Nyla actually has her spring season has more wisdom, has the same amount of wisdom and intelligence, which is higher than average. She has no constitution, but that's neither here nor there.
But what did Jade say to him?
She didn't really say anything. She was more just looking at in disbelief, not because from this point she assumed he was not an intelligent person. And typically intelligent, no offense, other people, intelligent people know Elvis. So she's like, why do you know Elvish? Like, more like not understanding the sincerity of what you're saying. She's more confused as to how you understand.
He just looks at everyone. He thinks it's just perfectly natural he can speak these languages. I can speak these languages. I can speak a couple of other ones. He's speaking Draconic. Get on over here! He speaks in Dwarvish for a brief moment, and then
Scory perks up like,
oh shit. And then you see a goblin. You hear goblin.
I don't mean to interrupt, but Zard, you peeked so hard I didn't catch that.
Good. That's exactly what a goblin would do.
Like true goblin.
Like true goblin. I'm quite efficient in my languages, thank you.
So with this display of the languages, Jade's gonna perk up like her usual self. She's gonna like clap her hands and kind of get all giggly. She's like, "Wow, that's so amazing! I've never known that you knew these things."
And then I do a weird sign language, which is also Thieves' Cant. If anyone knows that one.
no.
Jade would also know that one.
Oh yeah, you do know that one.
I
Fucking right.
don't ask how the character with -2 intelligence knows like 6 different things.
You don't need to be smart to know multiple languages. It just comes and goes with some people. But as you guys kind of have your moment of clarity and are trying to understand each other as you guys approach the Duke's estate, The carriage actually starts to slow down in front of what looks like a large iron gate. The guard captain actually steps off, opens the door for you guys, as she kind of stands in the doorway to address you all. I apologize if this is very disrespectful for where all of you come from. I do not know how the nobility works, but per the Duke's orders, you are allowed to keep any items and weapons you do have on you. We understand that you are in a foreign land and you may not feel safe. So the Duke has expressed that you keeping your weapons on you would be a good sign of, what's the word for it?
Faith.
Faith, thank you. I will warn you, however, 20 of our finest in Oldburg are stationed here in the estate, including myself, and we will defend our lord to the dying breath. Your meeting will also be, I do not know if you were told of this, the Duke's 3 sons will also be attending the meeting alongside his advisor. His wife, however, cannot attend the meeting due to her being sick these past few months. She does send her apologies and wishes that, and sends her regards, that the conversation is filled with wisdom and honesty.
At that, Jade's gonna perk up. Excuse me. Did you say the Duke's wife?
Yes, he has been married for 40 years now.
She's
The
very
whole
confused.
The whole party is. I think the whole party is.
While we were still in the
I'm
carriage,
paying my
and
dragon.
Nyla's gonna speak.
We're outside the gate right now. You said.
Yes.
Nyla's
your
gonna
characters.
Nyla's gonna speak up. She goes, "Not to be rude. This comes from a place of like I don't know. I don't understand. So I'm going to ask a question." And she's trying really hard to be formal, but she's still twitching, like moving her hands and stuff. Like she's really talking with her hands because she doesn't know how to hold still. And she's
Well,
gonna
we're
be
still
like,
in the back of a carriage, so we might not see that.
"Well, the person did open the door, did she not?"
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she opened the door for you guys and is kind of standing there with the door open, kind of waiting for you guys to start coming out after adjusting to what she had to tell you.
But
I just assumed we were walking and talking.
but
Would I know if it would be common to take on multiple wives for certain nobilities in this area?
that's what Nyla was trying to ask.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Nyla asking that out loud, just because I don't know why. Thinking of spring season being an 8-year-old child, it makes sense to me in my head for some reason. But the captain actually looks at you, Nyla. See invisibility. Gotcha. She does look at you, kind of quizzically, and just goes, it is not uncommon for people from my understanding of many lands, to take multiple lives. The Duke, however, is a firm believer in a strong, unified family. Kind of in the sense of Zevmor, believing that his life and his love is only for one, and that there are no second chances after the one is gone, which is unfortunate for the current circumstances of your lady as of now.
What's wrong with her? What's she sick with?
She has, and I closed that window, god damn it. One second, please. Your DM is dumb.
I'm looking.
Oh, the season of summer is the one that worships Zevmor.
Yeah, it doesn't have a range on it, so I want to say it's just line of sight.
Yeah, it's line of sight. So you don't see anything invisible. Um,
Okay.
as of now, you don't see anything invisible. I will say that.
Fucking bitch lasts for an hour though. Fuck. Good time.
She is suffering from what is essentially. She describes what essentially is tuberculosis to you. She's been coughing blood, being short of breath. She is very frail and weak right now. She's still, but she does. The guard does explain that this is very common up north due to the cold weather and the sort of. I don't know how to say this. Like, it's common in an area of like a part of the world, and unfortunately, like in this part of the world, this is something that does pass to people very often.
That would explain why the arrangement. And Jade's head kind of drops a bit.
It might not be something that they're aware of.
As you guys,
I am still petting my dragon.
Scoria is kind of eyeballing the wall.
Fair
That's what he
warning,
does.
because, you know, I'm chaotic. Absolutely. Underneath one of the talons of my, underneath the talon of my little dragon is that, it's that little pot of soil.
oh, so he's just floating and carrying it around.
Mm-hmm. It looks very cute. Teehee.
The guard does look at that a little weird.
So cute, teehee.
Yeah, the guard does look at it a little weird, but just chalks it up to they're from a foreign land. They got different things that are with them. They have a dragon with them, so I'm not gonna question this.
No.
Yeah, as you guys kind of approach the gate, the doors open on their own. Seeing on the other side, you see a line on both sides of the path. Different knights, just guards, knights, whatever you want to describe them as, soldiers, kind of making a row. And at the end of it, you see 4 figures. One standing in the center, and 3 to his right. Their photos are going to go up right now, if this all loads correctly. Load. There we go. The first photo is of the Duke. Second photo is the first person closest to him. Third photo is the second person next to him. And the last photo is the furthest from him. Jade, do me a favor. Roll me a history check.
History, ooh. I really...
What? She disconnected. Did her laptop die? Oh, her.
No, I forgot to tell her to roll with advantage too.
Check.
Computer shut off.
He said she rolled and her whole computer shut off.
1.
It was a 1, but he said roll with advantage, so if you want, you can roll one of my d20s and then we could just add the modifier to it.
Was off right now.
The modifier is -1.
It's a -1 for my mom.
Here. You want to use this one? Alright, hold on.
I mean, that wasn't even a natural.
Here's the 20.
That
and
wasn't
then
even a natural 1. It was a 2. -1.
throw it in there. She rolled a 12, so 11.
Give me a second. Let me see if my computer's back on.
But she says give her a second. How to see if her computer's back on.
Okay, I'm not going to describe. I'm not going to say anything else because it's very important that she's here to hear this.
Yep.
I'm still laughing at that comment, PB. Yeah, you guys can
What?
admire the photos. Ignore the first 2 names. I grabbed whatever I could off the internet.
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. We got him. We got him beat.
Scoria, you could actually roll a history as well, just looking at the Duke, and just if you've heard any information about him at all in your life.
Sure. I've got an int modifier.
It modifies all right.
Big hole 8.
Oof.
I'm imagining.
You know that the Duke is the Duke.
I know he's a duke.
You know that you're in the north.
And I know I'm in the north and that this man is a duke. Is in fact a duke. Listen, I don't have proficiency in any of my intelligence skills. He's just generally smart.
Because I don't want to talk about the game without Jade here for this because it's really important. But you not having intelligence when I know what you're gonna multi-class into makes me a little afraid.
Well, like, no, he's smart overall. Like, and it can be applied to all of his tools, which is what he's multi-classing into, is, like, basically doing magic with tools.
I know, it just... I'll wait for that roll of like, hey, I want to shoot this cannon. Alright, roll a negative modifier because fuck you.
No, well, he's got an intelligence of modifier of +3. It's like, he's fine. Plus, he's gonna, I think I'll get a couple skills when I multi-class into Artificer anyway.
I don't think you get it right away. I think you get it like at level 3 when you get your...
Well, I will get, I think I'll get a tool proficiency and like a skill proficiency for multi-classing into it. I think, maybe, I don't know. I made a dummy character that I leveled up past into Artificer, so I can actually check that.
Just to test it and everything.
Yeah, just to test, like,
Good.
what.
I'm happy I'm not the only one that does that.
I just made a copy of them and then just leveled it up.
I'm trying to think of any other roles anybody else would want.
It doesn't look like I have any other skill checks. Trying to some skill proficiencies. Unless I didn't add something.
Actually, Nyla, you can also roll a history check if you want.
Yeah, no, the only thing as I get proficiency and when I multi-class into it is Thieves' Tools and Tinker's Tools.
Great wide 4.
God, you guys suck at history. You guys have, I see 2 positive modifiers.
Listen, all the rolls can't be great. Actually, probably because I'm busy looking at the walls, to be honest. How well made are these walls, actually? That's what I'm curious.
I heard 2 questions go out at the same time, and my brain...
I'll let Nyla...
I let Scaria finish his question. I didn't even finish saying my question.
We both just started talking at the same time.
So Scaria's question first.
Okay, Scoria.
I was just, how good are these walls looking from my from my both dwarven and masonry perspective?
There's some fine craftsmanship in here. They got a good foreman. This is up to code, everything.
Would I have possibly some insight to how if I were need to possibly make a gap in these walls, if I could, with the proper application?
I want to say that would be a perception check.
Let's say.
Yeah.
Gotta say, would you let me add like my tool proficiency to it because I am sort of using my masonry insight on it? It's up to you if you don't want to let me.
Yes, I will let it, but it's gonna make the DC a little bit higher.
Okay. I mean, I get double. It's going to be the difference of a +1 or a +5, so I'll take the higher DC. I'll roll perception, but this is +4 because of my fire, or because of my. I believe it's under. It's because of Room Night. I get double proficiency on tool checks.
She's coming back.
Because of my. Yeah.
There she is.
There we go.
Sorry about that, guys.
Welcome back.
So that's natural 20 plus 5.
Plus an extra 3.
Plus an extra. Yeah.
Damn.
The walls are sturdy. You can see a lot of weak points. What look like what would be weak points. But with how good the craftsmanship is, it's gonna take more than one strike to pop that thing open.
Okay. But I have a good idea of where to maybe start.
Yes.
Okay.
And
You just sort of... looks like he's admiring the courtyard and takes note.
Hey, I can't join back into as Jade. Is there something I have to do to reset it?
And you kick Jade out on your end because it's still showing Jade as and being in here.
All right. I kicked you from the world. Try joining again.
Wahaha.
I hope that didn't just like kick you like permanently out of the campaign.
No. I can see it now. Loading.
That's
The
good.
wording of it said "kicked from the world." I was like, wait, does that mean I kicked her out of the entire campaign? That's not.
Wahaha.
But
All right, back in it.
Going off that 11, which beat the DC I had, because it was at a hard DC. Jade, this isn't the guy that you've met and you've seen photos of.
That's what I was like. He looks oddly handsome. That's not what I thought he looked like.
So either someone's lying here, and we don't know who. So maybe
Like I'm not mad about the situation, but like he's not what I expected, kind of deal.
I must ask, are we having this meeting immediately? Are we heading straight to the meeting room?
Who are you asking that to?
The person who greeted us?
The 4 men that are meeting you guys right now.
and so are we just talking out here? Are we going inside?
I was waiting for you. I was
Hey,
waiting for you to come
hey.
back for this.
No, we're good. Okay, if that's the case, then
Let me do something I wanted to do.
Can I roll insight on Jade then?
Yes, you can. I will let that happen.
Imagine.
Well, that ain't gonna happen. Never mind.
Will the real Duke please stand up?
As much
So excited to see them.
as much as you can get out of her, she is. That's not. That's why you don't hit up. But Jade, what would your body language be right now? Like not.
I would be like when they showed the picture of the Duke, I would be her face is very confused.
No, we see him in front of.
Oh,
us.
I thought he was
he-
looking at pictures.
No, he's in front of us.
Oh, okay, sorry. On the same page now. So she's very confused. She's standing there kind of looking at him like,
Not who I expected.
and then I look at him, I say, Duke Kasin.
The Duke he's standing there at attention, as you say that, and he kind of like pops up, his focus kind of just not there. Yes, hello, I am Duke, sorry, I had to get his name proper. Duke Meadow Kasin. These are my sons, pointing at the first one that's next to him, Petro Kasin. My second son, Oliver Kasin, and my youngest, Ari Kasin. My chief advisor, Mr. Periton, will be joining us in just a minute. Thank you for coming to my land. I am so sorry for the humble greetings we can give you. We were expecting you a few days later than what you obviously arrived.
I'd like to roll an insight on this man because he seemed a little.
Yeah, you guys can roll this.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, I'm a month late, dude. But you know, I want to do an insight as well, even though I'm not real good at that.
Yeah, you can insight.
Even because he seemed like a bit caught off guard, almost to be called by his name.
Nope.
So just for reference, this is mainly for Jade. The letter never mentioned your actual name. It only referred to you as Jade. And even Astaria said that they sent it. They didn't send any word about who you really were. Only that a citizen of Namora was attacked, and that dignitary or emissaries would be sent. So
Yes, but wasn't he expecting me from my father? Question mark.
yes, but
So
he also doesn't know exactly what you look like.
I thought you said we had met in the meeting rooms in the castle.
When you were younger,
That's true.
it's been a couple
Before
years.
he had a
Remember,
mustache.
yeah, people look different when they're older. I'm just saying.
Maturity and such.
Yes.
Duke got a force.
I don't know why this image isn't popping up, but actually I might have to use a token. I might have to use the token image that I used. From behind them though comes another man. This man, however, Jade, you recognize instantly.
Who is he?
He is the man that was there when you actually made the deals, when your father essentially made the deals for you to be married off.
So is that the guy who I'm assuming is the Duke?
Yes, the man that you assumed was the Duke.
Oh.
For all of you guys, for all you guys that rolled insight, Ignia and Jade, you did not make the insight DC check, but you do get the idea that everybody here is extremely nervous, especially getting a threatening letter from was essentially a noble of a foreign land. Scoria, Nyla, and Valorian, you guys all can see it. The Duke is trying to keep himself as composed as he possibly can, but understands that he's kind of his back's against the wall in terms of any political dealings that are about to happen. Nyla specifically, you've seen this body language when your father and your brothers have made deals, and they knew they had their opponent cornered.
Okay, let's. Okay. Man, that visor gives me off the most trusted advisor vibes. That the most trusted advisor that's ready to stab you in the fucking back vibes.
Oh, you mean Jafar?
You want to go down the list of everybody that's been called a visor, like Littlefinger, all that stuff?
No, he's not like creepy enough for like. Well, actually, like, give him a porn session, he'd be Littlefinger. But like, basically.
But yeah, as the man appears from behind you, Jade, without a roll, I'm letting you know you recognize this man immediately. But the Duke speaks up. This is my advisor, my chief advisor, Carl Periton. He also will be joining our meeting. If you would all like to join me either in my office or would you like to have this meeting outside?
You don't have a meeting quarters?
I mean, I assumed that would be his office.
And I was like, offices are usually more for like private setting with like the person who owns the manor and somebody else. Usually when you have a grandiose meeting, like she's just going off things that she knows from her childhood. Like a grandiose meeting, you have like a whole entire meeting quarter, like a whole room dedicated to multiple people could stand comfortably or sit.
The third son, actually to his right, the one that started standing the furthest from the Duke, actually puts his hand up to kind of cut you off. My father's office is also our meeting room. We understand you are dignitaries from afar, but and you can see he's stumbling on his words, trying to find the correct ones as the Duke is actually looking at him, trying to encourage him to kind of work through it. to get used to our customs, if so to say.
Hey, Evan, because Discord sometimes loads images out of order. The guy with like the blue tunic, is he the youngest? And
Yeah, with the blue
'cause-
tunic, shortest hair, kind of has his hand in the what the fuck pose.
yeah, he's the youngest, and the dude in the armor is the middle son.
Yes.
Okay,
And
just checking.
The one with the fur line is the oldest son.
Okay, thank you.
Gotcha. But yeah, the youngest finishes and kind of takes a step back to fall in line, kind of nervously. You can see his face is just kind of embarrassed.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. Frisky was talking to me about her PC problem. I didn't hear what the youngest had to say. So can you TLDR it?
Basically, just told you that here in Ilthar, generally offices are also meeting rooms. He doesn't want to be disrespectful to you guys, knowing that you guys are foreigners, but is just trying to share that he's trying to share their customs.
Oh, okay. Nyla will give a little bow to her head, like trying to be formal, and just, I respect, I understand. Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Haven't heard the last word. Jade, can you hear us?
Charger. It's not wanting to charge my computer, and it keeps my computer keeps dying.
Wait, who's talking as me? That wasn't me.
Oh, that might be me. My bad.
Ooh,
I have you selected. Up
other
for a while.
ghosties now.
That's my bad. I have.
Wait a
I have
minute.
stories selected up.
Like I'm being impersonated.
All right. So the last thing I heard was you said that the advisor looks like the guy I thought was the Duke, and then Discord cut out completely.
Okay.
And then I
TLDR.
was trying to hunt down.
TLDR version. The Duke has offered to either have the meeting in his office or outside. The youngest son has kind of explained it after Nyla openly said, like, you know, offices are kind of secluded. It's for one-on-one conversations. But the youngest son has clarified that the office is actually a meeting room as well, and that it's kind of their custom that offices are basically extremely large meeting rooms. And that was it.
Cool. So we're meeting in the office. I'm assuming that because like that seems like where deals are made and such.
I'm not against it. So, if nobody else is against it, Nyla's gonna step forward and be like, okay, let's go. Let's go to the meeting room.
Is there a chance for me to cast a spell while we're on our way there?
I would need you to roll a sleight of hand check.
No, I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying I would have to do the check to do it more stealthily.
Yeah. Depending on what it is, if it has a verbal or somatic component.
All spells are basically verbal. This one is verbal, somatic, and material, but the material is not a issue.
I will say this: the DC isn't that high, and for the fact that they've told you, "Hey, we want you guys to be as comfortable as you can," it won't be a high DC, and it's more along the lines of the guards are already kind of nervous because they don't know what you guys are capable of.
Yeah, I'll do a sleight of hand.
Gotcha.
Not too bad.
Yeah, you blew that DC out of the water. I just want to point that out.
Cool. I am going to cast a very fun thing when it comes to these political scenarios.
You know what? I
I
like it.
respect it,
Alright.
especially because you know I'm gonna want to go for some cheese.
So speaking of which, now that I can sense the presence of locations of poisons and all this other fun things. Also, fun fact: I also identify what kind they are, excluding my own poisons. Who has poisons around me?
I am actually typing it to you.
Good.
It's not even just poisons; it could be disease too. These guys could be bringing something real fierce.
I will say this: the disease part. You do get a ping. How far is it? How far does it go? Area effect. You do get a small ping, just a little bit above you to the right. And you could assume that, especially with what the guard captain told you, that is probably where the Duchess is currently staying in.
Gotcha.
So at the mention of meeting taking place in the office, Ignia is gonna kind of walk forward towards the front door like she owns the place. And
Yeah, the Duke actually kind of steps to the side, offering for you guys all to kind of go in first.
Much appreciated. So it's not an issue. Do you mind if I keep my dragon out here?
The Duke actually looks up, sees your dragon. Is he flying around?
I would say he's probably been hovering. He's been hopping back and forth between my left and right shoulder.
Gotcha. He kind of just looks at him. I can have a, and he kind of looks at his middle son. Oliver, can you have the stable hand prepare some sort of food?
No, apologies. No food's needed. I just don't want him. He's still a baby, so I just want to make sure he's taken care of.
Of course. Does he have any preferences for his comfort?
No, no, no. No need for any comfort here. Just please. He's just gonna remain outside. Is that alright?
That is perfectly fine.
Thank you.
The Duke kind of does like a small bow to you, as he kind of whispers something to his to the middle child, and the middle child kind of waves something over to what is essentially another guard. They're gonna keep an eye on your dragon just in case, so that way it doesn't fly away.
I'm telepathically telling my dragon to just stay still. I will call out for it just in case. Just in case. Because who knows how bad this will go.
As you guys all start to kind of gather in the main hall, the guard captain actually stands in front of you. Follow me. They obviously know how to get around. I will personally escort you to the office. As she's kind of like twiddling with her fingers.
Everyone here seems nervous. Everyone here.
As I activate that, I hope all you guys have vision.
Oh, that's a big ass fucking office. Holy fuck. Okay.
As you guys make your way through the manor, it is very decorated. There are large paintings of what you can assume are previous generations of the Duke's families, going back dozens, if not hundreds of generations. Trophies, armor, weapons, you name it. Like, it looks like this household has been around for a very long time, and they like to keep mementos and show it off. Going to the western wing of the estate itself, though, you guys are led to what is essentially an ornate wooden door that opens inward to the room. As the Duke and his sons kind of stop at the door, allowing you guys all to come first, they make their way to essentially what is the Duke's desk. Him taking a seat as his sons, in kind of the same manner they met you guys in. Lining up to his right, the Duke himself, or the advisor, lining up to the left as two guards kind of open the curtains, revealing a beautiful view of the lake that is actually just outside of town. and you guys can place yourselves wherever you guys want in the area. You guys should have control.
So while we're doing that whole scene that you were describing, I think I'm gonna make this like executive decision. I am going to telepathically tell everyone at my party except for Nyla and Jade of what I am detecting from the advisor.
Gotcha.
Um.
You can
What?
message him on the side
Okay.
if you want.
Okay.
I mean, as long as we're keeping this in character. I detect several poison vials on the advisor. 3 are paralyzing, and 2 are deliberately very painful poisons.
I'll be honest, I didn't know how to word that out correctly, so that's what you guys get.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I'm also going to keep. I'm keeping just my eye out, but I'm also trying to act pretty nonchalant.
So we established last session that we can't respond to him telepathically.
Yes.
Which,
Correct. However, still getting the information to you quietly is better than nothing.
He'll just, as he'll sort of do like a look around the room. As he's looking around, he'll meet Valorian's gaze and like give him a nod of acknowledgement. And
Nyla's just gonna stand over here because she doesn't feel comfortable to sit down.
A quick question: where was that window at you described? Is it behind the Duke?
Yeah, it's behind the Duke. I couldn't get the effect to work properly, so I couldn't put it. I didn't want to put it in.
But it's like in behind him.
Yeah.
How big of a window is it?
It is actually pretty massive. It takes up almost the entire wall. Where these bookshelves end is where the window itself begins. So.
So it's literally the entire wall.
Yes. It is
Also, Scoria under his breath was like, "That's just impractical."
Why does it say Jade?
Dang.
I seriously don't know what the hell's happening with this.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's okay. I'm fixing it.
But as soon as you guys all enter the room, you can see a butler kind of rush in with a tray of what looks like tea, a teapot, sets it on the table and puts out what he counts out are 5 glasses, and places them at certain spots, leaving a 6th one just on the table for itself, leaving cream and sugar and a pair of tongs for the sugar cubes. As he kind of bows and makes his way out, closing the door behind him. The Duke, however, as he takes his seat, just looks at the letter that you guys can assume was the one that was sent ahead of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
As he looks to address you all, I really do apologize. The letter was urgent, so I apologize in advance for my nervousness and my son's nervousness as well. The letter itself did not explain much, just that emissaries from Nalmora on behalf of the council and the Montclair family would be coming, most haste. Outside of that, we were told that you would have the actual reasons for your arrival. I do apologize yet again for the humble offering I can make to you. May I ask for the full details of your visit here?
So you're unaware of... Are you unaware of what happened then? I'm trying to get a read on him to see if he's, feigning, ignorance, or if he, doesn't actually know what's going on.
I'm gonna say it's a new role because he's had...
Oh, no, of course.
So if you...
I'm also, given the information from Valorian, he's also his eyes are sort of going in between the advisor and the Duke.
Gotcha. Any of you guys can roll an active insight check. But just body language alone. Oof. Not bad. Really good.
Oh, I thought that was a 1.
I just want to point
Well,
out.
at least your computer didn't crash this time.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
Don't jinx it.
Well, she already rolled and she's still here. It's fine.
I know. It's like my computer wants to take a nap.
Nyla.
Nilsa says it's 44% charged. It's not moving. Weird.
That does sound good on your end, Jade. I'm just gonna point that out.
Just lost my monitors. Oh, they're back. Because I'm poking stuff.
Nyla. This room is big. It makes you uncomfortable because it reminds you of your house. Jade, you kind of feel kind of like you're back at home, trying to understand your dad's office, trying to understand how meetings went, and just the general vibe you're getting from all of them is we're adults, we're about to have a very adult conversation. Scoria, he has not made any attempt to look at his advisor since.
What's his advisor looking at?
His advisor is actually stoically looking at Jade, like daggers at her. Ignia, even though you're wandering the room, you're getting a very good idea of the guards are extremely nervous. Not just because, you guys are foreigners, like I said, but now there's this small child person, question mark, wandering the room, kind of just looking through everything. Not like obviously looking through everything, but like just being nosy.
Excuse me, whose kid is this?
And Valorian. This is a man who 100% has no idea why you guys are here. Just that people in high places sent you, and he is actively afraid. Like there's a very visible sign of fear on his face, thinking of what can happen.
Okay.
Do
Do I feel like making the riskiest play of my life? Probably.
what was the guy's name? We were given the guy's name, right? The guy who came to try and kill Jade.
Yes, you guys were. You guys
His
did.
name is Landon.
Tell me, do you have a fellow by the name of Landon under your employ?
The Duke kind of sits back in his chair, just that kind of thinking pose of trying to recollect.
I'm sort of still shifting between the Duke and the advisor. Sort of shifting my eyes, watching for any sign of movement, any sign of reaction to what I'm saying.
As the word Landon leaves your mouth, the advisor, his eyes dart straight to you. Kind of like you said the bingo word. But the Duke himself is kind of sitting there, kind of confused. There is a Landon in my employ. Sorry, I'm trying to get his folder. Landon, yeah. I have a Landon Tarobek in my employ, but he is currently away. We have... What would be the word for it? We have a new member, essentially joining our family soon to be married to my youngest here. But I've been told that they've been delayed some weeks due to storms in the south. as he kind of turns to his advisor, and he doesn't hide it. This man is essentially telling you guys, as honestly as he can with all your guys' insight rolls, everything that he knows up to now.
Well,
When did you say that that they would be arriving, Carl? As the advisor is just still staring daggers into you, Scoria.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my drastic play.
I touched
Yeah.
a nerve.
Alright. It's time for some antics.
Oh no.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so, what's up?
real quick before you start with your antics, the moment Nyla shifted, she goes to stand next to Jade as if she is protecting Jade. So she is staring right back at anybody who is staring at her.
Well, I currently got his attention because I said a bingo word.
Well, yeah, but in case anything happens, Nyla is standing in front of Jade to protect her.
Yes. Well, we had a very violent encounter with Landon.
Ignia, if you don't mind, allow me to handle this.
Scoria.
Go on, yeah. I see Ignia moving around.
I know.
Well, I'm talking.
Distracting me too.
I'm talking, but
Really good and sit. He's done wondering now.
okay.
Apologies, Scoria, but if you don't mind, give me one moment.
Of course.
Your Duke is an honor to meet you, and I will do my Platinum Dragon salute to him. My name is Valorant Scale Hunter, a soldier and devotee of the Platinum Dragon. It's an honor to see you in person. I may ask that for this fortuitous matter, if I may shake your hand.
Scoria's like, what the fuck is he trying to do? Scoria's like, Scoria knows this.
Oh no.
Scoria's debating whether he should let him cook. I don't know what he's cooking.
Exactly. The best plan in Valorant's head is the plan that his friends don't know.
Yeah, but some of us don't know.
Exactly. So he is asking for a handshake.
Are you approaching him, or are you just walking?
I got up onto the bear thing, but like I didn't get any further. I'm respecting boundaries.
The Duke, along with everybody else in the room, is looking at you with confusion as he kind of sits up straight. As he kind of just twiddles with his mustache. As he looks
Is the advisor shifting his attention towards Valorian? I imagine.
No, he's actually he's still staring at Scoria.
Jade's real confused now.
He made this man really mad.
Sorry, I'm just helping. I'm just helping the whole
Don't be mad
thing.
at me because I'm airing your fucking dirty laundry in front of your boss.
The Duke,
All right.
The Duke gets up. I actually rolled for this, so he's gonna do it. And he starts making his way as the guards actually start following him as well, moving to in front of the desk.
And that's fine, because what I will do is that as I am giving this smile, and I'm even almost kind of just like, my arms are open, the guards can see it, I have nothing in hand, they have nothing to worry about. As he is walking, the Duke will hear my voice in his head. Apologies, please do not freak out. When you conduct this handshake, just simply nod to me if you are afraid of someone close by in this room. And I go for the handshake.
He takes your hand and nods.
Can I roll insight if he tries to give me more?
Yeah, you roll insight.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, I was gonna give you advantage. Because
Hell yeah.
you're right in his
Okay.
face, but also, like...
Okay, I'm glad I let you cook. I'm real glad I let you cook.
Nice.
He's nodding as his eyes dart to the five of you. The fear is actually he's afraid of all of you guys and the fact that someone just spoke in his head.
Okay.
But
I will, as like slow mo. Just think of this as whole anime bullshit, right? Slow mo as the handshake is finishing. I understand. I am sorry for speaking into your mind without permission. But I also am worried about your safety. I have detected dangerous things from your visor. As a man of faith and of the Platinum Dragon, I want to make sure those who need to be protected are protected, as is my duty. If you know our oath to the Platinum Dragon, you know I speak true.
he actually nods at you. Did you say that out loud or did you say it in the head?
I say it in the head, and then that's when the slow mo, darkened screen, as it finishes, Valorant lets go, gives a smile, and bows for the Duke to walk back.
He kind of nods as he walks back towards his desk, not actually going behind it, but sitting on the front of it, as the guards kind of return to their positions.
And I will also return to my position.
I'm just giving it a look like, what the fuck did this man just do? Hey,
Man, I really should have played a fucking charisma character.
He does look at all of you though, especially you, Valorian, for your odd exchange. I will admit, especially with my wife's health recently, safety has not been my primary concern.
Actually, fuck, I'm bad at this.
Well, let the Duke finish.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, sorry. No, this is a thought in my brain. Sorry, go ahead, Evan. Sorry.
If, as you brought it up, if Landon was involved, I believe, as he kind of turns to not only the advisor, but he also turns to his oldest son. I believe there will be many questions that a few of us in this room can answer. But for him to be a Nalmora would be a regular, would be the correct word for that. If you would humor me, can I have more details of what transpired?
Is he turned to us, or is he talking to his advisor for this?
He's talking to all of you guys.
Well, I'll pause and see if anyone else moves to speak up.
I pause and I look at Jade and Nyla.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is a thing they are gonna say.
Yeah. He goes to say something and then he'll turn. Be like,
Spotlight.
Nyla's gonna look at Jade, and she's giving Jade the look of, "Are you going to speak up, or will I?" Like she is
Spotlight
giving.
can't figure out
She
which
is.
one.
I know.
She's giving her a moment because if not, Jade will speak up, and she will
also,
not.
also, did you change the summer in between us walking down the hallway?
She did it when she entered the room.
Okay, fantastic. Actually, you know what? I can
very-
use a barbarian if the shit goes sideways here.
I don't know. I'm not the closest to all of them. I'd prefer cleric.
I mean, if I get big, you're in arm's reach. Me.
Since Jade hasn't said anything or hasn't attempted to speak up, Nyla will look to them and plainly state he came for somebody. He tried to kidnap them and he paralyzed them.
And then to that, I perk up and I say, Duke Kasin, your guard tried to murder the agreement that you made with His Majesty. You are supposed to be a loyal man of your word, are you not? So why are the people of your house going overseas and using such means of violence?
Jade, roll. What would I make this roll be?
Can I essentially give the help action on the roll?
She's
Since
getting
Nyla
advan-
did
she's getting advantage regardless. Roll insight and roll intimidation. Both at advantage.
Okay, let's see if I can.
I was like, can
so-
I roll intimidation?
Is there a way that I can click on it quickly in Beyond? Because usually I just click the 20 twice.
If you hit shift, it'll give you advantage.
Or if you right click, it'll give you the option to select advantage or disadvantage.
Ah, okay. So that's the insight. And you said what is that? The other one?
Intimidation.
Intimidation. I'm good at that one.
Everyone else can roll insight as well after this. Nyla, you'll get advantage on your insight.
Oh, insight's not her great one, but
Valorant's just very proud of what he's done.
Insight-wise, you can see, for everybody that got above a 13, so it's only two of you. So it's only Jade and Nyla. Sorry, Scoria.
No worries. Yeah, just because I have permanent advantage doesn't mean I'm gonna roll well.
You guys can see it. He is confused on why Landon was in Nalmora and why he attacked somebody.
Attack several people.
For the fact that you said he basically attempted to kidnap someone is the reason you could tell is the reason why he's afraid. With that insight though, you can tell everyone else is kind of looking in confusion at each other. The younger two sons are looking at each other kind of whispering. The oldest son is looking at the advisor to see if he has an answer, and the advisor is... If he was any more tense, he would shit a diamond out. That's how tense he is right now.
I'm sorry for laughing right now, but that was good.
Yeah, me. Sorry.
No, that's the perfect response for that. But the Duke does look at all of you. I see.
Igni is also going
he's about to burst a blood vessel. That's what you're saying.
Igni is going to add in that he also murdered people.
Yeah. Killed several people in pursuit of this target.
The Duke begins to walk forward. Getting to the edge of the table as he puts a hand on it. I take it you have come with demands, given that it has been found who he is to us, correct?
I'll look at you. You have the letter, right? Just turn to her. Doesn't say any name. He's specifically avoiding any sort of name.
yeah, Nyla did not word who he tried to take.
Yep. I picked up on that.
I don't know if I have the letter that was given to the whole group. I have my personal letter.
You should have both letters.
You have
okay.
both letters.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then I rummage through my bag or whatever, wherever I put it, and I toss the letter, slide it on the table to Scoria.
I'll slide it up to the Duke.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know we were giving it to him.
Yeah, no. Well, actually, I'll open it up, I guess.
The letter is
Uh,
addressed
he-
to the Duke, just FYI, guys.
Yeah, he'll open it and it's just like and slide it towards it, open towards him.
The Duke takes the letter, taking it in his hands as he reads through it. Lets out what essentially is the longest sigh anybody can ever make.
For fuck's sake.
Without having to roll for anybody, you can see this man is conflicted. From obviously all your previous insights, he had no knowledge of Landon going to Nalmora, but for the crimes that he has committed, looks at his sons and looks at the captain. Captain Arissa, send 5 of your best, hunt down Landon and bring him to me at once alive. As the captain kind of acknowledges and runs out of the building, out of the room, essentially.
Meow.
Yeah, like she hauls ass.
Fucking books it.
He looks up even further to his 3 sons, to his advisor, and then looks back to all of you. I did not know of these dealings. First and foremost, I would like to apologize personally to you all for making the journey out here for this.
What's that?
Go ahead.
No. I'll say, well, apologies, but while you did not seem to have knowledge of this, it is possible that it is entirely probable that someone in this room did. And he's staring right at the advisor. Without your knowledge. Ordering something, I imagine something like that would probably be not looked upon too kindly. I'd hope.
As you finish those words, he nods in agreement. As he
I would like to know.
Go ahead.
I am ready if anyone tries to make a move on him. I am fucking ready.
And you can see
Go
in his eyes, he is both preparing, but he's trying to mentally map out. You can see in his face, without insight for any of you guys, he is 100% mapping out what's going to happen around him. But he takes a second to breathe. I take it one of you is the person that he attempted to kidnap, correct?
We did not state who it was to protect their identity.
With that, I will smile, and I'll walk around. Oop, come here, you. Wrong one.
As as Jade goes to walk around, Nyla's gonna grab Jade's arm. And it's not gonna be like a vicious, like, no, you can't walk. It's just her whispering in Elvish to Jade, do what is right for you. And she lets her go.
It's not letting me unselect the measure.
You can't click the little square. I can click the little. Well, it's like so. You can click the token, like the little person icon.
Ah, there it is. Thank you. I was like, I'm just drawing lines over here. Okay. So with that little arm squeezy, I'm gonna nod at her and just keep on keeping on. So I'm gonna walk around her, and then I'm gonna end up next to the Duke. Wink. Let's make everyone nervous.
Fucking yes.
I was pointing out, the moment she starts walking up to him and she gets in front of him, he kind of straightens up, his hands behind his back. For those of you guys that are behind him, that can view his back, like Ignia, Scoria, Valorian, you can see that he is gripping the letter tightly, just kind of preparing for whatever's going to happen to him right now.
So
What's
I'm gonna.
the advisor doing actually as she approaches? What's
The
his?
advisor, roll a perception check for me.
Yeah, that's that's the man I'm worried about in this room.
Can Nyla
Not
like
very
after a second of like
11.
Jade getting to about like here, can Nyla start like walking behind and like kind of following suit? She's not talking. She's still letting Jade do whatever she wants, but she's following suit.
Gotcha. Just so that way Jade can do her thing. The advisor is kind of just creeping closer to the window, as is the oldest son.
She's gonna stand right there.
Are they backing up, or
Yeah.
is anyone else reacting to them backing up?
Not really. Everybody's kind of focused on what's going to happen to the Duke right now.
I am going to quickly telepathically speak to Jade. You know what? I'll do it in that surprising tongue too, right? I'll just elvishly telepathically speak.
A little flare on top. Now you're speaking my mind? What the heck?
He's doing double the damage with that.
Psychic damage.
Jade's ADD brain is like, what?
The magics I have within this room tells me the Duke is fine. However, the advisor has vials of poison. Do not keep your back turned. And I will actually also relay a similar message to Nyla finally.
Nyla's gonna turn her eyes directly to the advisor.
Jade's gonna nod to keep her attention to the Duke.
Okay.
What was the Duke's name again? Other than Kasin?
Marrow, Kasin.
Marrow.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So,
Where'd that come from?
Carl.
Carl!
Damn it, Carl!
That's the Duke's name. That's the Duke's advisor's name.
Okay.
So
Carl!
the advisor's Carl. The
Oh, what did I do?
Duke is Marrow. Okay.
Whatever I did, just get rid of it. Oh shit. What did I do?
I think you drew. I got
Question.
it. Don't worry.
I was trying to measure distance, not make an explosion.
about 90 feet from me, so about 70 feet from you, roughly.
Going back to Jade. What are you gonna do, Jade?
Still within range. Anyway, so I say, dear Marrow, that is the arrangement you said earlier is not the arrangement that I'm familiar with. Please let me reintroduce myself to you. My name is Shiori, and I was supposed to be your wife. And she puts her hand on his shoulder.
You can
Okay.
see that you guys can visibly see. He does this almost instinctively. At the moment you put your hand on his shoulder, he kind of takes a step back. Not just out of fear, but more of, or surprise, but more of, I'm a married man. Please don't touch me. And he looks at you with confusion as he looks at his advisor and his sons.
Who? Two of which are currently backing off.
With that pull away from her advance, she's gonna take her hand back and look around, say at the advisor specifically, and then look back at the Duke and say, I'm assuming you're not aware with the actual arrangement then. Should I inform His Majesty and get the king involved?
The Duke.
And you guys were worried about me. Fuck.
The Duke looks at you guys. Looks at you confused.
Oh no, I was worried about Jade too.
He says something in Kinderspec, just under his breath. Scoria, you can understand a little bit of it.
Eh.
It's kind of just that's not correct. But he looks at you again, Jade. The missive was for you, the youngest, to marry my youngest. I understand if there was confusion between the Kender spec that we speak and the Sylvan that you. As he looks to his advisor.
Unless it was purposely missing.
So she'll look at the Duke again and say, Elven royalty for a mere babe, and she'll look at his youngest. That does not seem like a deal that my father would make. And she steps back a bit, closer to Nyla. Do not insult my status, sir.
He looks at. He continues to look at the advisor as he turns.
What?
As he starts to turn back to you. What was that, Scoria?
Well, what are his advisor and eldest doing at the moment? Besides backing up.
With the advisor actually is making his way towards the. Or not the advisor. The eldest is making his way towards the advisor. But the advisor is kind of back against the wall of the window.
Might be.
Hey, Evan, can I DM you something real quick?
Yes.
Ask you a question.
It
But
might be. I'll start approaching, and so it might be best to ask your son and advisor why they are acting so suspiciously in such a important discussion.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
We have the
Yeah.
one being suspicious.
The dude,
So Jade smiles and she says, I may be the youngest of the line, but your babe is much younger and very frail compared to
Nope.
me. I have many
didn't
more
mean to
years
do
and
that.
many more moons past your child there. I would understand if
Past
it was I would understand if it was your eldest. He seems much more. Then she looks over. Interesting.
Man, you don't need to shit on his younger son. Fuck.
you guys can all see the youngest is kind of more embarrassed. He actually isn't that young. He looks like about 19, 20.
I mean, they're kind of the same age, but just Jade is an elf, so she's technically 100 years old. But she's just like
Jade's technically one of the older people in the room.
But the Duke kind of looks at you. I would assume an heir was worthy of a princess's status. I believe I was wrong.
an heir that is third in line.
An heir that is first in line, my lady. We do not judge by the order they are birthed, but by their worthiness here.
So, I'm starting to see what's going on here.
So with that, she kind of raises an eyebrow and then looks at the youngest again. Then looks around the room. She goes, I feel like there has been much misunderstanding in your advisor, who's acting quite suspicious. And she shifts the attention. I think he might have more answers because this is not the arrangement my father had discussed with me.
Nyla just states out loud, the advisor's not being a very good advisor.
As you guys,
Like,
as-
Nyla is staring him down as she blatantly
Oh, yeah.
says this.
Oh,
as you
I'm
guys
making
all-
steps.
As you guys all begin to kind of grill him in, the captain actually comes rushing back in, kicking the door in. Her a little bit out of breath as she looks at the Duke. And looks at all of you and kind of just takes a second to get the scene that she has in front of her ready. I apologize for whatever is happening correctly right now, but my lord, Landon is apparently not as you can see her consciously try to think of what she's gonna say next. My lord, Landon's residence, and I believe the advisors there. As she kind of draws her weapon. My lord, I would gladly cut down the advisor for you right now.
Puts him in just putting it in the Duke's mind. Get under the table. Get down.
As this happens, you guys can see all the guards in the room kind of ready their weapons. The two guards, though, by the desk actually point their weapons towards all of you, though.
Okay.
And
I'm going to step between them and the Duke. And
everybody
stands up.
Yeah, I want everybody in this room to roll initiative.
Fucking stands up and ready to fucking go.
If it's allowed, blah, 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 blah. Can
Fucking God, I'm rolling.
I order my dragon to just kind of fly in? He could be near the entrance, but just to have him on the map.
Me and my sevens.
Yes, you actually can.
Damn.
Fucking Christ.
I want you guys to know I have to roll for so many people right now.
Yeah, while you do
well-
your rolls, I need a quick bio.
Yeah.
So I will.
Same.
While you guys, while I do all these rolls, we're gonna take our break right here.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll be right back then.
Okay. I'll be right back. Signal goes out. Jesus Christ.
There we go.
This advisor was dropping fucking more red flags than my ex. Fuck. Holy fuck.
No, we'll be fine.
Oh, no,
Listen.
he was dropping more red flags. He was dropping so many fucking red flags.
Listen, this is for me. I made my players wait a real agonizing week or two. I forget if it was the 2-week wait too at that time. But my players wait a long cliffhanger because in my political scenario for a campaign, I had someone successfully infiltrate the manor. This is an FF theme thing. So someone had disguised self as Sid's father and went to the workshop where our player Sid is working at. And literally, I gave this whole speech, wet, all this, oh, you're safe, son, and I stabbed the player just straight in the heart, left it like that for the week.
I fucking hated you for that.
Also, there was 3 Constitution saving throws.
Did they make any of them?
It was for a very deadly poison that had 3 different effects.
Just say, did they make any of them?
They saved on the paralyzing effect. Otherwise, they would not be living. As a matter of fact, actually, they actually survived barely. They were like 10 health. Because that poison did 64 health.
Damn.
Oh,
That's a
such a
lot
good week.
I hated you for that.
Maniacal DM noises.
The damn
Well, the
Duke over here. I just got back and looked at the rolls. Jeez.
Dang, I really am going first somehow. Alright,
You say it like you didn't roll a 19 plus 5.
I rolled a net. Oh wait, no, I did roll 19, never mind. I will be right back as I grab water.
I'm real glad I decided to set between the guards and the Duke before initiative was rolled, because I rolled not great.
Hey, can I assume that bear rug is flammable?
It should be flammable.
I'm resistant to fire, so fuck it, go for it.
This whole room is flammable. Just FYI. I would.
You should be
I'm not
immune.
resistant to fire.
You should be immune to fire.
Fire Genasi is only resistant.
You should be immune.
She's saying should be.
The top of my head is probably. Well, no. Actually, the reason why he's bald is because the fire on top of his head, because it burned out all of his hair follicles on top of his head. Because it doesn't hurt him that much. Well, it didn't hurt. It doesn't hurt him now, but it hurt him a little bit when he was a kid, and so he's been bald basically his whole life.
Yeah. I hope you like the twist I gave for you, Jade.
You put a wrench in my plan, sir. It's okay.
Spoiler
I'll work with
alert:
it.
the Duke's actually a nice guy.
The Duke's a nice guy. We murder everyone else.
Well, I don't know. Two of his sons seem like they're all right. We murdered the eldest and the advisor. Those two die.
The eldest, I should have been the heir.
Yeah, that immediately is like, oh, we don't challenge have the heir.
Like, I knew out of character immediately. I was like, ah. But
No,
in
that's why
character,
immediately
no.
I was like,
Well, because Valorian didn't tell Nyla of the thing, Nyla didn't know that he seemed dangerous to start with. So she just going off how his stance or what he's doing, that he seems pretty shady.
Look back at that photo I sent you guys of the advisor and just tell me that fucker doesn't look like he's scheming.
man, like I said,
He's giving you the
man
side eye
was
rightness token, like.
the man was tossing out more red flags than my ex, like I said.
But you also fail to remember that Nyla was in the season of spring when she entered this room. So she's more forgiving of suspicious people.
Curiosity.
Summer, on the other hand, is not.
Summer has some issues that the advisor's gonna learn out firsthand.
Summer's got some anger problems. Let's see,
You think the red one is bad? Damn. Red hair's gonna get you.
It's always the redheads, man.
I've been trying to avoid that joke the entire time, but I'm never gonna get away from it.
Yeah, they're all within range. Excellent.
If I do what I am thinking, I can do it. But I don't know when the advisor goes.
He is
And
last.
when I...
I'm gonna let you know that right now.
Perfect.
Perf.
Carl Harrington.
Is the barbarian about to drop kick him through the window?
But the eldest son does go ahead of Carl, so...
I'm probably gonna be on protect mode to make sure something doesn't happen to the Duke, so it can be blamed on us, type of deal.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
However, the Duke rolled a fucking 20 on his initiative.
Yeah, that's right. Out of
Maybe the Duke doesn't fucking need me.
I want to point this out. The Duke got some stats.
Yeah. Not many in dexterity though. +1.
Duke ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
But still,
Okay, there's
I will
classes
say
out there that just get punched in the face and punched back. Okay.
I know. I'm one of them.
I'm not. I prefer to avoid face punchy.
Both Nyla and I are classes that get punched in the face, then punch back harder. I'm gonna get big and play fucking golf with some guards. It's my plan.
Yeah, as soon as Zorn's back, we'll start. I think he's the only one that's not here.
I'm
He
gonna
went to go get some water.
I'm gonna go run to the restroom. I'll be back.
Yeah, and it was the whole thing leading up to combat. My bladder was just hey.
I
We need to
wanted
go
do
now.
it- I wanted to
Notice
do
me,
it-
senpai.
I really wanted to do the break earlier, but I was like, oh man, everybody's giving me good stuff. I don't want to break this.
Yeah, well, Scoria picked up on the fact that he was pissing off the Duke, so he's like, well. And fun fact, it's one thing I noticed. Um, absorb elements works on poison.
Yes, it does.
So I can't.
No one remembers that, but it does. It's the funniest part.
I'm ready for this fucking Duke to throw poison, and then for me to just run up to him and be like, "No, you." So it's paralysis and then pain, damaging ones. I'm assuming.
Yes.
I assume. The paralysis ones are problem. So I mean, he might not throw like the big ass fucking dwarf. So
I don't know.
although I was pissing him off though. So you know.
This man is within firebolt range. That's all I'm saying.
It's a shame you don't have fireball. Everyone would be in fireball.
The whole office would be in fireball range.
I feel like Ignia is not the type of person to care if she throws a fireball at ours.
I'm back.
Not if she's mad enough.
I'm just picturing Ignia.
Welcome back.
I'm picturing Ignia just chucking a fireball in and be like, "There was hostages in there." Oh, well, you know what? Fire doesn't discriminate.
No, correction. There were hostages in there.
Think of the children. Yeah, the children are gone now.
Yeah, I'll sure think of them at their funerals. I'm gonna avoid burning hands because Scoria is.
I mean, I'm not gonna guess
Mindful of
burning
personal
hands with the
con-
Duke like in the fire zone. It's just.
Well, I'm going to. While we were discussing it, I think while you're gone, this rug is going to be the rug. Table, oh yeah, fucking everything, but like there is a lot of open space in the room, I will say.
Yeah, I will describe the room completely for you guys. On the walls are just bookshelves.
Yeah.
What would be typical in what would be a lot of office settings? A small kind of.
Man has a whole ass fucking library.
Yeah, he has a fireplace that he could read out in front of. A couple statues, a lot of trophies. In the corner was that table. It looked like just a lot of books that were just left open, probably from a study. In the corner, there's just a bunch of mannequins that look like they have much more formal wear. So if he had to change, in the middle of a party, he had an outfit ready, something like that.
Okay. And he's not wearing. Is he wearing any armor underneath his like clothing or not, or is he just clothed?
From what you could tell, he's not really. It doesn't look like he's wearing armor itself. He's just wearing clothing. All his sons are wearing armor, which is what confuses you the most.
Yes. What's this actually? Since we're waiting for Zoran and Abby to like get.
I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
I've been back.
What stance are like his other two sons in when the like captain of the guard rushes in? Like what's their sort of like
Vibe.
reaction to it? What's the vibe check on them?
As soon as the guard captain says like, "Oh, let me cut down the advisor," the son that actually has the most armor on it drew his weapon and pointed it at the advisor.
Okay.
The youngest.
And the youngest?
So the middle son, openly aggressive towards advisor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The youngest does not look like he has a weapon, but looks like he's ready to fight if he has to.
I've got a spare warhammer if he can hold it.
It's not the vibe I'm getting from that man.
I'm guessing he's a caster.
Fair enough.
Back, but he's quiet.
Aww. My honey's supposed to be a clothy caster. I mean, I see some big booms from someone in this party. I'm just saying.
I was like, it's not me.
I mean, depending on the way your wild magic goes, maybe. Hello?
Try again, Zoran.
I can hear you. You're quiet, but I can hear you.
I think his mic messed up.
If he's
Hey, Avin.
Yeah.
About how much time has passed
Since
since we
What's the-
hit the gates?
the invisibility.
Yeah, just doing a check if that's still up or.
It's been roughly like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Like 30,
That's
30,
good.
30, 45 minutes.
So you
Is
don't
this
have
better?
to check poison
Yes,
still up.
you're good, Zorn.
Yes. We can
Okay.
hear you.
That was weird.
But no
I know-
pings on it?
No, no pings on it.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
there's a setting for character senses where you can block on see invisibility, so if you have invisible things on the map, PD would just be able to see them.
That's cool.
I need to mess with that more.
Alright.
Okay. Going into combat. He's not really good because he has a natural sweaty. I'm going to give this to him. As a surprise round, the Duke, upon seeing his guard captain come in and basically exclaim, hey, let me take down the advisor and a couple of his guards.
Drawing
essentially
weapons
turning
on him.
Yeah. He looks at all of you as he draws what looks like a long sword from his side. I do not know who's on our side. I will gladly bend the knee to you, my lady, after we. As he kind of he looks at the.
Deals with it.
He looks at the advisor. After we cut down a few traitors.
Yeah.
Valorian, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
That's only perfect because I just for the Duke, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast ensnaring strike.
Okay. Who are you shooting?
Oh, you know, the advisor.
Advisor is just like, fucking, no, you know, the advisor.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna
no.
display, but not fully cast, so you know what I'm doing.
Strike saving throw. If you're restrained, I have it stat blocked because it's not the one that's in the game because I'm dumb.
Can you also put my Drake on there, please?
Oh, that's right. Where did I put the Drake token?
I remember originally you just put a
You
smaller
just copied.
Valorant.
You just copied the man and made him small.
That was pretty
Oh
good.
my god, did it not save? God damn it.
Huh.
I hate this game so much. Give me 1 second.
Valorian's very enthusiastic. I don't know, you know what, I'm proud of like all of our role plays here. We all did good.
Oh, by the way, that handshake thing is absolutely just gonna be a strategy I do every time.
Kill it back.
None of us know that you did it.
Yeah, that's the great part.
We just let you cook and it worked out.
Yeah.
Like, we just let you cook.
Gordon Ramsay over here.
I do want to quick reiterate or confirm. What is our Is there flanking, or if an ally's nearby and you flank, all that fun jazz, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We also have
It
flanking.
might.
Hold on,
I can.
I'm trying to give you control right now. 1 second. Figure out if
Feel safe. I got Valorian to my left, the Chad Duke and Scoria to my right.
Yeah, because Scoria
Right
just
now?
was sort of started moving up. Scoria would have walked past you, just.
There we go.
Okay. During my turn, I actually want my dragon to be right up on him.
Okay.
So I want to see if I can get flank for it.
Well,
Wait.
I don't think you get flanked from across the room.
Zorn, did your dragon come through the window?
No, so I asked before break, but I know Avin was kind of busy doing all the rolls. I was asked, hey, as this is going down, can I ask for my dragon to fly in?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that. I was bioing.
Yeah, I said
I got you.
yes. By actual standards, he flew in the same door that the guard captain kind of.
The captain, yeah.
I thought he busted through the window like the Kool-Aid Man based on where you positioned him. I was like, yes!
Oh. I would rather not.
I mean, my
break all the
dragon
Duke's
flies, so. But is there advantage or no?
you would. get sneak attack, I think, but not advantage, because from the range.
Oh wait. Oh no, it's when an ally is just near it. Never mind.
Yeah, you don't need advantage for sneak attack, and
Never mind. We're good. I don't need advantage. Get out of here. I'm going to do my normal lightning bolts. I am not hitting anyone over there with my flashbang or stunning.
But you're insane.
Get everybody in the room.
Oh yeah. No, that's hitting.
That hits.
I fucking hope so.
Strike.
I beat
What's your DC?
So I'm gonna roll a lot of numbers here, so bear with me. And you're trying to beat 13.
Yeah, no, he's stuck.
Cool. He is restrained.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna roll a lot of damage here, so bear with me. So that's 11. I am going to use my Drake's reaction to. Where is it? It's on here somewhere. Infuse strikes. Yes. Does it show it in there? Cool. Somewhere in there, it basically says when another creature attacks, I can add 1d6 lightning.
Yes. So 11.
So that's 5. This will be for sneak attack. I'm just using the same die. And then this will be for ensnaring strike.
19 points of damage.
There we go. And he's restrained. And now my dragon attacks.
Go ahead.
Does restraint give advantage or no?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay, it only rolls once. Got it. Dang, 13 hit?
13 just hits.
Another 1d6.
Minus 5. Okay. Gotcha.
As you, that's that's the end of my turn. As I basically scoot out, and I am taking stance like beneath the table, and I'm yelling for the Duke, "Over here, take cover!" Welcome to my character. Now you can probably see what I'm going for.
One big ass fucking shot.
Oh yes.
As the lightning bolt comes out and the vines come out to restrain them, the advisor kind of essentially just got tased and is now on the ground as he looks at the party as he casts a legendary action.
Oh, fuck off. Okay, that makes sense. Well, don't just keep us here.
Hold on, sorry, I gotta measure. Jade is just outside of range. Just outside.
Yeah, that's right. Get out of here.
As he looks at the two other suns and tries to cast charm on them.
Oh, you're trying to charm me? Ooh.
He was trying to charm anybody within 60 feet. But he fails on the first sun. On the second sun, sorry. The third sun, though, you can see is now kind of dazed in the eyes.
Nyla's barely out of reach.
No, Scoria's barely out of range. You're a good 10 feet. I'm like 61 feet.
Yeah, if it shows like 60 point ... I'm not going to count that as within range. Like, you were just like inches out.
Yeah. Oh!
Um,
Goodness, I am not strong in all wisdom.
The Duke, however, it is his turn. As he looks at Valoran, who just shot and tased the man, and looks at the advisor who tried to essentially corrupt other people. He grabs your shoulder, Scoria, as you see his face kind of, his blood vessels in his face kind of just start to bulge a little bit as he rushes the guard that is actually pointing a spear at him. next to you guys.
So he rushes this guy up here. he's like,
Oh.
he's like, I'm no stranger to combat, son.
And he's gonna roll. I'm gonna let you guys see these rolls just because I think it's fun. R/1d20 plus 7. He hits. As he comes down, he's gonna roll a. He rolls 13 points of damage as he takes this guy's arm off. 15 points of damage, my bad. As he kind of just lets out a almost primal like scream.
And we're basically rolling about the same.
You ain't no bitch.
Damn. Alright.
Scoria, you can roll an insight if you're trying to figure out what the hell is just happening to the Duke.
Now I rolled good on insight.
My man raged.
Oh, he don't need no armor then.
There's a reason he's not wearing armor.
Oh, that's why the extra +2 damage. He's got barbarian rage bonus. Yeah.
But
Man, why is he not two-handing that fucking sword?
Cause he's refined. He's a duke, bro.
Fair enough. Yeah.
but
Oh, does he have dueling or?
yeah, he has dueling.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
as this man rushes the guard, the other guard, however, rushes you, Scoria.
Oh, come on, bitch.
I forgot what his stats are. My bad.
Okay. Okay, he needs to roll an 18 to hit me.
Okay.
Oh, fuck off. AC 18, that matches.
Whoop, ignore that. My bad. That wasn't. It's supposed to be a D20.
Oh, it's supposed to be a damage dice.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 2. Sorry. You take 2 points of damage, Scoria, as this
10
guard
points
comes
of damage?
rushing up behind you and just stab with his spear.
Okay. Okay. Is he doing anything else?
He kind of looks at you and says something in Kenderspec under his breath.
It doesn't sound like something that would be insulting.
It doesn't feel insulting, but the actual words that are said to you are Todem Jongin Konik. Which you know at least 2 of those words mean king and death.
Or was it death and then king?
Yes.
Would I be able to extrapolate death to the king?
Yeah.
Okay. As a reaction, when he ends his turn, I'd like to force this man to make a wisdom save.
I actually closed this character sheet. God damn it. A wisdom save?
Yeah, for my stone rune.
Okay.
I think I can
6.
beyond. He is charmed by me for 1 minute. While charmed in this way, he has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy suture. Repeats his saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on success.
I hate to be the rules lawyer, but isn't if the enemy is aggressive against you, it's disadvantage?
No, this is a combat charm specifically.
Okay.
This is like
Never
stone
mind.
rune.
This is not normal. This is not normal charm. Got it. That's all I need to know.
This is stone rune.
I need to turn off chat bubbles because I was trying to put the charm effect on and that fucking long ass paragraph came up.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, he's not actually moving. I want to put the charm thing up.
Yeah, so he gets to repeat his saving throw at the end of his turn. But I just look at him, I tell him in Dwarvish, sit. I fucking turn my attention away from him.
We're gonna put the paralyze on just because I couldn't think of anything else.
Well, he's incapacitated if that helps.
Okay.
But he gets to repeat. It's a wisdom save of 14 at the end of each of his turns for a minute.
Yeah, as he stabs you and he goes down and he says, what is essentially in Kenderspec, death to the king. The guards on the other side one of the guards actually rushes towards you, Valorian. As he gets just a little bit out of range, but the spear is long enough that he does have reach with it, as he is going to attack.
Okay.
How many? Of these
No.
cards?
Does a 7? Oh, okay.
No.
He tries to stab you as you feel like on the back of your neck, just like the breeze of the jab come at you.
My tail whacks it away.
Fuck
If you
off.
look at him, he looks offended by the fact that you did that.
I mean, 7 ain't even hitting a sorcerer.
Jade, your turn. What are you gonna do?
Alrighty. So I see all this aggression starting. Question before I move and do stuff.
Yes.
Does Valorian's baby dragon count as a friendly for me?
Yeah, I believe.
Would he
I don't
also
know.
grant?
Are
will
we
he also
friends?
grant? Well, will
Are
he
we
grant
friends?
sneak attack for me? Is what I.
I like how
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, it's like,
You have
are we friends?
You're getting the sneak attack anyways because from the advantage.
'Cause he's
and
restrained,
This dude
by
is
the
prone
mindset.
and paralyzed, so
Oh,
you're getting advantage.
You're
welcome.
regardless.
I don't want to walk that far. I was gonna throw stuff, but if he's prone, that's a little harder.
Also,
Oh, actually, my
Yeah,
bad.
'cause
Restrained creatures become 0. It cannot benefit. It doesn't. He doesn't go prone. My bad. He's standing up. He's just restrained.
he's
Oh.
restrained. Okay, so restrained means you have advantage.
Neat.
Well, this man's
and he has disadvantage on any attacks he makes.
Let's see. So I'm going to step over here because I'm just out of range. I don't want to get too close because that's real far away. Okay. Close enough. I am gonna throw one of my daggers at him.
Okay.
Roll to
Just
attack
which
with
one do I
advantage.
want?
Or you want to use your psychic fingers, or your.
Because I think with sneak attack it has to be a physical blade. I don't think I can use.
No, they wouldn't give you something you couldn't sneak
Yeah,
attack
soul-
with as a
soul
rogue
knife, you
archetype.
can use your actual soul knife for that. I actually,
Oh, okay then. Cool. Yeah, let's
I
do that
looked
then.
up that ruling because after last time I really did question that, and I was like, nope, she's good.
Yeah, so he also has disadvantage on dexterity saves, being restrained.
That hits.
Tackles and sorcerer.
Remember,
That's
there's a
like
dragon-
incapacitated,
There's a baby dragon
he-
right there. Don't kill him.
He's
19
probably
points
resistant.
of damage. He is not resistant to psychic, just FYI.
Good.
And then with my bonus action, I think I want to hit the other. He's still kicking
Which one? Which one?
on the dude bro on the ground.
The advisor? Yeah, he's still up.
Yeah. Okay. I guess he gets my other blade too then.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm trying to click quickly. Yeah, do it again.
Yeah. it
Oh.
hits.
And I don't know if I click the roll damage if it'll do my bonuses too. So I don't think I get the sneak attack on that one. So it's
No,
just
you-
8 question mark?
No, you get. So, do you have the dual wielder feat? I think that's what it's called.
Do I? I don't remember honestly.
You probably don't get dex on it. You don't
Yeah,
get sneak attack,
so
but you
just do an
probably.
additional 5 points of damage if you don't have the.
Oh wait, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, then you get 8.
Yeah.
You do an extra 8 on the top of that.
Okay. Neat. That's the end of my turn.
I'm just gonna point this out. This dude look hurt.
Good.
Good.
Hope so.
After all that damage, he better be fucking hurt.
It's fucking. It's like damaged. Good. Like,
But yeah, as
is that charm of his concentration or? Out of curiosity.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, that's actually correct. Thank you.
I figured I'd ask because it might not be. It might not be. You'd have to make 2 rolls then.
Hey
Yes.
Jade, there's a very angry, what was supposed to be your fiance out of the corner over there, and he is pissed.
The Duke
just
or
got
the
my-
kid?
The
Okay.
kid that's actually.
Because he
Oh.
just got mind controlled and stabbed out of it. He's like, ah, fuck.
Well, he can come at me. He looks like a weakling. Let's
he
scrub.
he doesn't look pissed at you.
He's pissed
okay.
he's pissed at the fucking man who tried to mind control him.
Oh, okay, good. We're on the same page. Let's fuck him up together, honey.
But the
I like how now you're down for it.
the guard that is standing in front of the Duke, however, recovering a bit from the attack.
That wound.
Yeah, the stab wound. Not a stab wound. He cut off his freaking hand.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Does
just
not hit the Duke with his one and only swing of his sword.
It's only a flesh wound.
But he swung, missed, man's in pain. As another
So
guard,
that guy wasn't mind controlled. That guy was just bought, probably.
Turncoat.
as you guys see, for those of you guys that are looking around, you see another guard engage in combat with the guard captain herself.
Are all the guards looking like they're not friendlies?
You guys can roll an insight on that. I will let that happen.
I
Misses their attack too. God damn it.
I guess I will. Because Skoria kind of told the soldier who stabbed him to sit down and then surveyed the situation.
The guards that are engaging right now all look like they are on the side of the advisor. The two that haven't made any actions look like they are confused on what to do.
Okay. Okay.
As Nyla, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay, I can't go
Right.
into I can't go into a rage with what I'm about to do because it's a bonus action.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna teleport.
Yeah.
Teleport.
So I'm gonna run my 30 feet and then I'm going to use my face step or whatever it's called. To literally get to him because it's exactly 60 feet. So I can run 30 and then I face step 30 and I'm right fucking here.
Yes.
So I can hit him. Boop. I don't, and then I don't get, whatchamacallit. Well, Summer does immediately after you use your face step, each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you take fire damage equal to your charisma modifier. So 1 damage of fire to the advisor. I don't get like not sneak attack, but flanking because the dragon's not on the other side and I can't take another step. So I can reckless attack.
Actually, you had advantage automatically because he's refrained.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so you don't have to do the reckless attack. You just attack him.
Yeah.
And this man is looking rough.
Gotta say the eldest son is looking a little hostile, or with the advisor looking rough, is he looking like he's
looks like he's about to piss
reconsidering?
himself.
Actually, I'm gonna withhold reckless if I have advantage right now.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna attack.
Depending on the barbarian I play, I always use reckless regardless. If I'm running
Fuck
advantage.
me.
Roll
Oh,
again.
yeah.
No,
You have
that was just
advantage.
that was just damn. That was just yeah. Okay. Even worse. Holy fuck.
I'm sorry, Nyla. You did it.
It was on the I think it was like 17 and then it like flipped last second to 2 and I was like, son of a bitch.
I'm
Son
sorry, Nyla.
Wait, how do you?
What?
Okay, no, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I was confused for a second, but I figured it out.
Yeah. As you go for the swings, I guess between the anger of what is transpiring and this man kind of squirming around for his life, wiggles out of the way as your axe comes down and misses him.
Now, see, the problem is you aren't angry enough yet.
Not yet.
You wiggle,
You're not
wiggle.
angry enough yet.
Anything else over your turn?
No, it's as much as you can do right now.
Gotcha. Ari is actually up next as he kind of takes a step off to the side, looks at all of you, looks at his older brother as he pulls out a sidearm
Oh,
and points it at his oldest brother.
Man's got a fucking gun.
As he pulls out
I
the
like this.
firearm, points it at his brother, and he's actually fully his action to see what his brother does.
But ready to fire if he does
Yep.
anything untoward.
Petra, on the other hand, which is awkward that his brother's next, looks at all of you and looks at the advisor as he curses something in Sylvan.
What is it? What does he say?
As in the only one probably in earshot.
No, I think she's the only one that actually speaks proper Sylvan too.
I do, but I'm super far away.
He says the words, "This is not part of the plan. We were promised." As he stares at the advisor, kind of try to calculate what he's gonna do, and before noticing his brother is pointing a weapon at him. As he kind of is taking slow steps towards the advisor. He is gonna kneel as he kind of puts his hands up, kind of like a trophy person.
Nyla, understanding him, does not agree.
Gotcha.
Angry woman is angry.
Scoria, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I told that man to sit down, so he's can't do anything until he makes a wisdom saving throw. Let's see here. Let's get my legs. 20. Like right kitty corner of this man. I'm still pretty far away. Yeah, still a bit far away. You know what? I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna balk the armless man?
Is he still looking aggressive? Like, even though he's got no arm?
He has one arm, but yes, he is looking aggressive. But the other man is gonna take a attack of opportunity on you.
He can't. He's charmed and can't take
That's
any
right.
action.
Charmed. Never mind. He can't do shit.
He's incapacitated.
Yep.
That's why I incapacitated him. It's okay. I am going to just heat some fire at the advisor.
Okay.
Oh, that's supposed to be at the advantage. Okay, wait a second.
Roll again.
Oh. Even more. Hey! We're buddies and, it would just hit the window.
Yeah, be buddies together.
We wrote the exact
Same rolls in order.
I want to point this out. He ducked. The desk is a little bit charred. The documents look fried, but the candles are on fire or lit. So you did something good.
Wait. What desk over here? I threw it over here.
Oh,
I threw it. So it probably just like sort of peters out on the window.
yeah, it kind of hits the window. You ever seen those science experiments where they fill a water gallon with gasoline and then they light it? That's what it kind of dissipates like.
He's not that accurate at throwing things. He prefers hitting things. You know. Bonus action though, I am going to because that fucker did hurt me just a little bit, so I'm gonna second win
Okay.
and heal myself for more damage than he dealt me. Okay. So I'm fine now. Oh god. Yeah, I'll save my action search.
Going next, Oliver Kasin is actually next, as he runs and dives over the desk, his sword in hand as it comes down onto the guard. He's attacking his father. And he's gonna attack.
See, I understand why he's doing that, but like, I'm not worried about the Duke. He just chopped that man's arm off. The score is like, this man has this. But it's his dad, so I get it.
As he climbs over, my man rolled a natural 20, guys.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't attack him then. I let him have him home.
Wait. AP, are you on the list?
Yeah, I rolled an 8 with Scoria.
Oh, you did pop up. I just realized that right now.
Okay. Can you like insert her just like say like right after me or
I'm gonna
something?
insert it right now.
So I assume she's ready to roast this fucking
Oh, I know she is.
roast this guy alive.
Going back.
And then if we kill him, if we loot him, that's free poison. We can use. I'm kidding.
Why
I'm
did it
doing
not
fun.
add you?
I don't know, it's weird. On my screen, I'm showing like I rolled an 8 right after Scoria.
On the combat encounter, you're not popping up, which is weird.
There's a combat encounter?
Yeah. I think it might be only.
Oh, yeah? No, I can click
It's
on it.
this. It's the second tab. Where is this chat message? Combat encounter.
Oh, thank you. I've been keeping track of this all in my head this whole time.
Oh my god, you're doing the hard stuff. Do me a favor, roll initiative again, and I'll adjust it.
Okay.
Just so you add it onto it. But what do you want to do for your turn? Yeah, it didn't add
Are you
it.
selected? Do your token selected and everything too?
You have to select your token roll.
I mean, I had mine selected.
I think you do.
Did it do it that time?
No.
I mean, I'm selected right now.
There you go. Now you're on. Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
select.
I mean, it shows you right after me anyway, so I think that works.
I'm gonna put you at a healthy 7. All right, Ignia, what do you want to do?
She's gonna kind of move around the table so she gets a better sight line of the advisor. She's gonna smile a little bit. He's restrained, right? So I get advantage?
Yes.
Yeah?
The man
Scorching-
has not gotten a fucking turn yet.
Scorching Ray!
Roll for the
My
hit.
favorite spell.
It's a
Roll
great
hits.
fucking stuff.
7. Okay, 7 points of damage.
Yep. She's aiming for his
roll.
head.
Second
sec-
roll.
Second roll.
Oh.
As soon as it goes.
Come on, game. Don't you do this to me.
Oh.
8.
Fucking Christ! I think PV has all the luck, right?
So... What? 23 points of fire damage.
Yeah, that's math.
In front of Nyla, you see a not moving advisor. As his scorched corpse is kind of just. It was moving obviously because of the pain, and now it has stopped moving. As
Good.
the young man next to him kind of screams in horror as he turns his head towards you. With a free action, just screams out, "What the hell are you people?" Anything else for your turn, Ignia?
She just smiles at him.
That make it more creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, can I roll intimidation at him?
actually, you can. Actually, I will let that with advantage.
Advantage? Okay.
It's terrifying. I'm just thinking of this now.
Frappuccino.
Nyla,
Yes,
have you ever seen a grown man piss himself?
I'm about to.
Okay, you're seeing it right now.
As I quote what she said before. Shameful prince. And she will call him a coward.
Oh boy. Probably just watched his mentor get burned alive and fucking by a child.
Considering the summer season is
Oh
favor,
no.
she favors war. She is going to torture this person.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect sightline too, where I moved. Like, just get roasted, nerd.
CC is a pet help of them.
Yeah. At the end of your turn, The two guards that are on the other side of the room that have not gone yet, watching this mess happen, actually rush the guard that's attacking the captain and attempt to restrain him.
What's
And
restraint?
it is now looking like a cartoon fight where all these people are scuffling with each other. There is no turn for Carl Harrison because he is dead.
I like the ab plus dead.
That man is dead.
I feel like we're probably glad we didn't let him go.
Valorian, what do you want to do next? That's the top of the round.
Well, I'm only surrounded.
Only two of them are surrounding you.
But one of them is still just standing at spear range with you.
After you batted away his little wimpy strike.
I'd just be like, really?
You know what? Just because I like it in the comedic effect, right? I'm gonna just start. I'm just gonna crawl underneath the table.
Okay.
You can't stab me if I'm prone and just crawling through the table.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
I have no comments because I have no idea what he's doing.
And the guard that tried to attack me, I'm going to go ahead and shoot him.
Gotcha.
I thought you opted for under the table and not like just onto the table.
Yeah. I was just like, no, that's fine. This will be fine.
It's cover.
Yeah. Alright, so, whoosh, bang. Alright, that's still a 15.
15 does hit. Roll for damage.
19.
You don't get
I
the
wouldn't
6
think-
because there is no sneak attack because you did not technically stealth.
Yeah, I know. That is actually all I can do.
That's
For
just
now.
20 damage.
As
Yeah,
I am
I'm just-
now just hiding underneath the table.
You went under the table and then he's like probably like looked down to fucking like be like, what the fuck, and got shot in the fucking shin.
I used to be a guardsman until I took a crossbow bolt to the knee.
Basically.
I make that joke too. I'm like, he takes the shot to the knee.
I think I'm just gonna walk my ass over to that guard I fucking charmed and fucking tied his fucking hands.
Zoran, anything else you want to do for your turn as you shoot this man?
No, that's it.
Gotcha. The Duke, now, kind of a little pissed that someone took his kill. Frothing at the mouth, Scoria, turns around and rushes the other guard.
I will say he technically doesn't get advantage, incapacitated doesn't give like advantage or anything. He just can't take actions or reactions.
Gotcha.
And damage apparently doesn't trigger the wisdom save on this. It's just at the end of his turn.
I could have just executed him. Oh man.
But he does hit the guard for 10 points of damage.
Fuck, I was just gonna walk up and tie him up, but fucking Duke doesn't take traitors alive apparently.
As he kind of just wails on this dude, hits him with the blood side of his sword.
Oh, he's trying to knock him out. Okay.
Okay.
Angrily
As
use
he,
the flat of the blade.
You said wisdom saving throw, right?
At the end of each of his turns, yeah. He gets 14 DC.
14?
Yeah. Runs off my constitution. Which is kind of hilarious that it runs off my constitution.
Nope.
Fucking man, just like he's just staring off into space. He's imagining killing the king. I'm
As he gets walloped.
fucking.
Zoran, I'm gonna count this as half cover for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's
So
fine.
this man is gonna jump on the table and try to stab down. So you have a +5 to your AC. Does a 16?
Alrighty. Nope.
That was
You
plus 5
see
days,
the
eh?
spear come through the table as it pulls back up, and he looks through the hole to see if he got you.
Like, how big of a hole?
As
Hit a crossbow?
Impressive acrobatics with an arrow through his knee. This guy's a Chad.
Jade, your turn.
Man, these men apparently have no
Okay.
this guy apparently has no fucking survival instinct. Because he just watched what I assume is his boss get fucking roasted like a fucking pig.
Question. Does Zoran's character underneath the table grant me advantage for the guard on top of the table?
I'm gonna say, because I am using.
He's within 5 feet.
He is.
I don't
Well,
think they're engaged. They're probably not actually engaged in combat.
Well,
It's just
you say
stabbing
that, but-
violently.
He just tried to stab him with a spear.
My big thing
I'd
is
say
that
that's
because
engaged.
He's technically in cover, so technically it counts as he's engaged with them.
yeah.
Okay.
And sneak attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you.
Okay,
Some
Hell yeah!
Evan, you're a nicer DM than I am.
He also is preoccupied with the fact that he's trying to find where Valerian went.
I'll help. I'm gonna go after the guard that's on the table.
20. Okay.
I like how the Duke's even going for like non-lethal blows, and we're just like murder, murder, murder.
Oh, I don't like
I mean,
any of these bitches.
Scorching Ray doesn't really do non-lethal, you know?
I know. No. I'm saying, holy fuck!
I'm not doing actual damage. I'm just poking you in the brain. It's just psychic damage. You can't prove I'm actually hitting anyone.
The glow as you throw a glowing spectral knife at him.
Hey.
You hit me
see a
with one of those ones.
I see a glow stick.
As the glowy knife hits this man and dissipates into him, he starts to scream. These are horrid screams. This is a man who essentially is just seeing his death. As he falls to his knees, he is still
He
alive.
dies.
Just he might
Apparently.
edit himself at this point.
So what was that about? your move?
So okay. I
His
will
mental
try to put
trauma.
him out of his misery. Hopefully, two 12s. Yes. No. Does a 17 hit him? Oh, okay. Oh. Did I click the right button? I think.
Oh, that used to be 6.
As this man is kind of screaming at his wit's end, you throw another knife, and the scream stops as the top of his head explodes. And psychic damage too much for his brain.
What was that about?
Nope.
Nope.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Jade, after scarring probably everybody in this room?
I saved him. I helped.
Honestly, Squire is not gonna be surprised by much after he like fucking exploded a fucking were-rat with his maul.
Yeah, I remember that.
The
Human blood's a little less gross than were-rat blood.
that was the end of your turn, right, Jade?
Yes.
Gotcha. The last guard that is not engaged with any of you is still scuffling with the two guards that are now trying to restrain him. And he has failed his combative grapple check, so he is now being restrained as well. Nyla, your turn. There is technically only 2 combatants left.
Where are they?
It is the oldest son that is right next to you, and the guard that the Duke is engaging.
Well, Nyla's not trying to kill the son, but she's going to do non-lethal attacks on him.
Smack him with the flat side of what the other axe.
So she's gonna go right here, and let me get to the correct Nyla sheet. She's going to rage.
What's the spice of the rage this time? Because magic rage.
7 is flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
Okay.
I mean, that's a very thematic one for Nyla, actually. Flowers and vines.
I want to point out this man has already pissed himself. He's about to shit himself.
So, and as I said, non-lethal attacks.
It just makes you do non-lethal damage.
So
Saving
any attacks that
throws.
would possibly kill this man would not kill him. He'd just be knocked unconscious.
Just
I'm
instead
trying.
of chopping,
I was just trying
you're
to see. I was just trying to see
basically
if.
baseball batting him to death.
I was just trying to see if I got any extra attacks with rage, but I don't.
No, you just get a.
No, that's
I
only.
just get my one. I just get my one.
Only Frenzy can get extra attacks with their rage. But then you get a level of exhaustion after you rage. So, like, which levels of exhaustion are fucking a bitch to get rid of?
Why? It's just a long rest.
That gets rid of one level.
Take multiple long rests.
Yeah, fucking a full day of combat, then like sleep for a
Are
fucking.
you fucking serious?
Yeah, I mean you can recklessly attack
That hits.
if you. Okay.
That fucking hits.
You're attacking a man who's been sitting there shitting himself. I think he
My man's a bitch, man.
just.
Do you whack him? Do you actually chop him, or do you whack him with the broadside of your?
I whack him with the broadside. I ain't trying to actually
Okay.
like do true damage.
Okay. Have you guys ever seen someone just like actually like full hand get slapped across the face?
Yeah.
Yeah, this dude just got hit across the face with a great axe.
So Nyla just twisted T'd him right in the face.
Oh yeah, that's the best example you can do. Thank you. Yeah. Straight twisted T across the face with them.
Basically, her goal was to like whack him and knock him on the ground, but I know I can't really knock him on the ground.
He is technically still up. Yeah.
That's all I can do because my bonus action was to rage.
As you whack him, you hear a gunshot go off. As the glass behind you guys shatters. Ari took a shot and missed.
Okay.
And hit the glass behind you guys. As he looks at the gun like, oh fuck, and he's trying to like reload it as it is obviously.
Push him off. Push him.
As he literally is trying to reload. Looks at all of you and it's like anyone that looks at him, he's kind of like just going sorry, hold on. And it's now Petro's turn. He looks at you, Nyla, directly in the eyes. Looks at all of you, and then looks at you, Jade. And repeats the same sentence that Scoria you heard earlier. Tod dem jungen konig. As he grabs the advisor's body, pulls what looks like a scroll out. Nyla, I'm gonna let you get an attack of opportunity on this.
Hold on.
Now, are you going non-lethal on this attack of opportunity?
24 hits.
Ooh!
11 damage. Good. As you get another strike in. As he begins reading from this scroll. The magic. Familiar to something you saw just a few days ago. As he spits at you, Nyla.
She spits right back.
Before your spit can connect, though, him and the advisor's body both disappear with the magic of the scroll.
That's.
But the thing is if it was non-lethal damage and it still brought his health down to 0, he would have been knocked unconscious, and that was what I was hoping for.
Yeah, he had a lot of health. He just didn't have a high AC pool. But these two are essentially off the board now.
Okay.
I think we could end combat technically because there's 2 people that are restrained, and you guys are probably gonna stop a raging duke from killing another man.
And will we?
I was just gonna walk up and like pull some rope out of my bag and tie the man's hands together while he's incapacitated.
I mean, Igneo is just like gonna go get teed like mid combat if his combat is still gonna keep going.
But as I want to let you guys do this. Someone roll me a D100.
I
Sure.
got it.
Oh,
59. Jade. Do you allow? Do
Yes?
you let Scoria stop the Duke from killing that guard?
No, I want to watch it happen. I'm gonna hold Scoria back.
Gotcha.
And you hold Scoria back? That's the fucking question.
What, are you big right now?
She doesn't have to actually stop you. She just has to get in the way enough.
Yeah, I'll just stand in front of your way. I'll just go over here.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm going to action surge and move around.
You're gonna waste your dash to go around her.
Yep.
Gotcha. As
Scoria's a good dude. He's not gonna just.
Can I trip him?
roll me a combative, athletics versus acrobatics.
Can I do acrobatics?
Yes, acrobatics versus acrobatics is fine, but Scoria does have to roll acrobatics.
Oh fuck! I'm not beating that. That's a good roll too.
Scoria, you are slowed down just enough to watch the Duke essentially take this man's head off. Not Scoria, Ignea, you standing behind them. You can try to catch the head if you want.
No, Ignea's gonna avoid the severed head, and she's gonna move over to the table and get some of that tea.
Yeah. As combat stops, kind of the person that you guys wanted to bring to justice is brought to justice. We will end our session there. Oh my god.
You can say Scoria didn't indicate in any way he was trying to save the man's life. You just tripped me. For
For funsies.
Well, basically, just